I've only been with IMAN for 2 years now, and I've already seen the power of this model. To know that IMAN began 20 years ago as a seedling effort through commitment and passion, striving to be a source of mercy, we see it now as something broader, something that can really be implemented across this country. They still tell me stories about the early days, when they used to have to pull a filing cabinet through the snow to get to a rented doctor's office. A few volunteer physicians who saw a few patients a month. But now, the clinic has grown from a twice-a-month operation to a full-time 6 days a week clinic. It takes care of primary, behavioral, and dental health needs in the community.
It's just more personable. They help you with whatever you need to get help with. They help me a lot.
Respect, attention, to feel heard, acknowledged, validated, most importantly. This is what makes getting up in the morning, worth it.
A clinic that still relies on volunteers, but is also now fully staffed and on track to becoming a federally qualified health center. IMAN's organizing work has dynamically brought together thousands of people around shared values. We've seen it help build alliances of Black and brown communities of various faiths and backgrounds to work on critical issues impacting low-income communities, like criminal justice.
Why does someone on the Illinois Murder and Violence Against Youth Act registry affects us?
And housing, immigration reform, and access to healthy food.
How can we make our corner stores that type of vibrant space, you know what I mean?
All your test work, inner city Muslim action to the network. Get you some. This is fresh fruit, is free, don't run.
To see an effort like the Corner Store campaign take on over 40 stores and bring Black community residents and Arab store owners together to heal racial tensions and work on improving conditions of these neighborhood stores.
There was so much tension between Arabs and Black, and IMAN came in such an authentic, genuine way and really helped to bridge those divides.
And beyond any specific issue, IMAN is one of the only American Muslim organizations to have created its own unique community organizing training.
When we talk about in organizing, building power, we simply mean the ability to act.
IMAN has successfully trained hundreds of organizers in Chicago, Atlanta, Detroit, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C. We have seen IMAN's work in the arts woven throughout the entire fabric of the organization, from events that bring thousands of people together to efforts like the beloved Community Ceramic Studio that's merging arts and healing for local community residents. It's also been a space where artists themselves have had the opportunity to explore and develop their artistic craft.
Art accesses the heart in a way that political talk can't, in a way that academic talk can't.
Are we not flesh and bone? Are we not minds and souls? Our eyes either blind or closed as if we don't see, as if we don't know.
IMAN is one of the very few organizations that elevates art.
Whether it's at our artist retreat or at the farmer's market, IMAN's work radically reimagines the world as it could be.
Assalamu alaikum.
And then there's the work that grows out of some of the earliest needs of our community, tackling issues around men and women coming home from prison and having to deal with systemic and structural barriers to their success. This year, Green Reentry went from a leadership and employment program that saw 5 to 7 men at a time rebuilding homes and rebuilding their lives to a program that now hosts an intergenerational cohort of over 30 men.
Some of these men have been to prison and done a substantial amount of time. I added up all the time that the guys had done who had been to prison, and it came out to 229 years. And I asked all of the young guys who wanted to add a week to that 229, who wanted to add a month, who wanted to add a year, and no one raised their hand.
They tried to instill into the young guys not to make some of the mistakes they made.
It's a living example right in front of me, and it's not like they glorifying what they did. Like these guys really understand that it messed up their life. And from us being able to talk to them and talk with them and share our stories with them, it humbles us.
God blessed me with this, and so I am blessed too, just to be able to give it back.
Reentry is one of the most pressing concerns and issues in our community nationwide. And for that reason, Green Reentry is the first IMAN program that has been fully replicated in Atlanta.
Today, we are here to celebrate another cohort in our Green Reentry program.
A little over 7 years ago, this program was just a dream.
We're an organization that is focused on building a holistic approach to fostering health, wellness, and healing in the inner city.
IMAN means faith, and faith is all about hope. Hope in the goodness of people, hope in the possibility, hope in a higher power.
Our work in Chicago, our work in Atlanta, defies the headlines. People that have been a part of this work know that we don't have to accept that world, that we can build a world that our children can be proud of, a world that inspires us to live our best lives.